Bam 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 bam. Ranked. We all play it and we all hate it. And we all struggle with it as well. Especially those of us that solo queue. And so this video, I'm going to show you guys how to solo queue and ranked in Season 21 of Apex Legends. Without further ado, let's get it. Okay. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit from my previous video. I'm doing a 2 for 2 because I'm drunk. And I figured what better opportunity to teach you guys than when I'm drunk. If I can teach this when I'm drunk, then you know I really understand the fundamentals of ranked. And you know, as a 14 times Apex Predator, I'd like to show you guys what goes on in my mind when I'm playing ranked in Apex, to hopefully show you guys how to play better. The things that you need to understand, the fundamentals that you need to understand as well, that will allow you to be a better player in ranked, even as a solo queuer. So I'm going to show you a game where I kind of struggled a bit. I was able to get a lot of points, a lot of damage, and a lot of kills, but it was a lot of work to get to this point because the game wasn't smooth. And I know for a lot of you guys, a lot of your games aren't smooth as well. But a good player is going to turn crappy situations and turn them into better situations for you and your teammates. And so I'm on Kings Canyon here. I'm going to land at Capacitor, correct? Yes, because I like this POI a lot. But a POI like this might be a little difficult for a lot of you guys to land in. One, because it's more or less centrally located to a lot of different POIs right next to them. You have labs right there. You have whatever that, I think it's called rig over there. 2 POIs now just to the north of it. You also have artillery that's not too far away. You also have cage that's not too far away. Oh, and swamps that's not too far away. So a lot of POIs in this area can get hectic, as you'll see how hectic it gets for us later. We have a team landing on our height and nobody landing low ground, so we have an opportunity to loot. Listen to the concepts that are coming out of my mouth. This isn't your ordinary rank tip video. I want to give you guys commentary behind this gameplay, because I feel like I can be more thorough this way. So pay attention, like I said, take some notes because you will learn something new. So because that team landed on our height and nobody landed down here, we have the freedom to loot, but we have to assume that that team up there is eventually going to push us. So we need to loot quickly. That also something to understand as well, something that probably a lot of people don't. If a team lands near them like that, lower ranked players might be too scared and too timid to fight off rip, but I shoot nukes. And I know that in a system like this, you need kills and you need good placement in order to get ranked points consistently, higher ranked points consistently. So you cannot shy away from fights this season. In a situation like this, a 3v3 off rip is something that you should always take, because those kills are going to help multiply your overall points at the end of the game. So kills are important. And I believe I already pinged them because they're pushing already. And so sorry, I'll be pausing a lot because, again, I don't want to talk over the gameplay to distract you guys. But because that team is landing on my height, my attention is always towards that side that the enemies could potentially be pushing from. It's awareness that I'm talking about. My team landing, the enemy team is landing southwest of me, so I'm not looting too far over there, because eventually they're going to push down to me. I'll be isolated from my teammates, and I could die, or I'd be in a poopy situation. And so my eyes are towards where they landed, and I'm waiting. I'm kind of ratting. Notice how patient I am on top of this rooftop. I'm not making a lot of noise. I'm just trying to see what's going on, listen for footsteps around me, and then I see a guy, so I'm trying to take a fight with him now. I missed a lot of shots right here, but I do 24. The rampart shield is in my direction, so you know, if he stood behind it, I'd be able to get a lot of damage onto that guy right there. But I end up getting cross angle to the right. And my teammate goes down because he's overextended by himself again. Look how far forward he was pushed relative to the enemy team. He's by himself. He's in a crappy position. Notice how I maintain my distance from the enemy team and allow them to push me, not the other way around. You can make a play like that if there's only one person there, but with all 3 people there, that's not a good position for you to be in. So I back up. He's going to get thirsted here. One thing I see a lot of you guys do in rank, which pisses me off, is that you guys are very apprehensive when it comes to fighting. But as soon as your teammate gets knocked and you're now in a 2v3 situation, you start to get filled with panic and you think, okay, I need to go push right now. No, my teammate overextended. He's dead to me. There's nothing that I could do to save him. So I wait patiently for the enemy team to push me, because they know in the minds of the enemy team, when they have a knock, they get confident, overly cocky, because we have the numbers games now, right? We just knocked the Mirage. It's a 3v2. I'm going to go push the last two guys, but look how stupid that Horizon pushes us, or the Alter. They all look the same now. He makes a mistake. Now we're in a 2v2 situation. It's even. So I'm listening. Where's the enemy team coming from now? He's climbing up. He gets good shots on me, but I get better shots because I'm the GOAT. I get a knock, and now we just turn a 3v2 into a 2v1. My teammate gets a kill right here. It's beautiful. He immediately reses, which is good, but I do think we ended up getting third party here, which is okay because we have enough time. Actually, we didn't have enough time. I don't know where that grenade came from. I'm assuming it came out from the front side towards lab, so I don't push that way. The Loba is wide split by herself. She pushed very early. The Mirage is very weak, and I'm weaker. And so I'm able to get good damage, but I get knocked. The Mirage is one tap. Now listen to this. Another enemy team just threw a Loba ult down. So I listened. Now we're getting fourth party. This Loba, I have no clue who she was, but she's knocked. Mirage is the perfect character for a situation like this. He's able to invis-res my Valkyrie and myself as well. I even have to comment too, because I did not want to lose this fight. And I needed him to not waste time healing, knowing that another Loba team is coming. So I'd scream, please res me right now. Don't heal, don't do anything else. Res me right now. He reses me right now. But the Valkyrie still stays in the same position where she already got knocked. And so she gets knocked again, but I believe by the teammate, the Loba teammate. And at this point, with Mirage's beautiful perk, I'm getting full healed up damn near. That's insane. Honestly, I did not know Mirage did that. I haven't played him yet. But he has a perk that heals you up 75% after he revives you, after you're invisible as well. And I'm able to pop a bat right here. 5 seconds, I'm full health already pretty much. So I'm sure here to get a thirst on this Loba, because I don't want her in the fight anymore. My teammate is now getting pushed by a completely different team, so I have an opportunity to sit here and fight them or run away. And because I'm the player that I am, I sit for a little bit because I feel like I can take them. Oh, I actually believe this team was 6-manning as well. You'll see why, because what? We knocked the Loba already, thirsted her. The lifeline comes in, I knock her. The ballistic pushes me, I knock him. That's 3 people knocked. So that's another team. But where's the other team from the Loba that I just knocked? I don't know. I knocked 2 here. At this point, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Are these... See, and a 4th guy immediately pushes me. I don't know what happened here. I was confused. I thought this could be a 6-man. At that point, I decided to run away. I've knocked way too many people. I didn't want to risk them being a 6-man. Because, again, I still don't know where that Loba team went, the guy that I thirsted. I don't know where they went. They could have dipped out, and this is a completely different team. I don't know. But the fact that they're both in this POI still not fighting each other makes me think that they were 6-manning. So at this point, I run away. But I'm also not concerned with their banners at this point because we have a Mirage. So I can craft banners, and that's the beauty about solo queuing ranked this season in Season 21. If you are solo queuing ranked, I don't give a damn if you don't like any of the support legends. You better find one and pick one to play, because you will make not only your life easier, but your teammates' lives easier as well. Playing a support legend, because they have the ability to craft banners, reduces the amount of RP loss per game. Because in situations like this, I don't need to go grab their banners. I can go craft, get them back in the game. We're a full 3-stack now. As the game proceeds, we're losing less and less points. And so that's why support legends are really the best legends to play as a solo queuer. Especially Conduit being one of the strongest legends in the game right now. If you're not playing her, at least, maybe even Loba, Newcastle being one of the strongest legends in the game. If you're not playing support legends, you're solo queuing, you're throwing everybody's game. I don't understand. I'm not playing a support character because I'm playing Alter as content for this season. But you get the point. Play support characters. And so this team, again, I think they're 6-manning. Watch what happens. But notice, even as a solo queuer and I'm down by myself, I'm not afraid to take fights. I notice that this lifeline right here, I believe it's a lifeline, is far split from anybody else. I don't hear anybody above me flying at the same time. She already landed and nobody else is in the vicinity. So I'm going to challenge her. I kill her. Okay? I also thirst her because, again, I'm listening. Is there anybody else taking the evac tower right now? Is anybody flying in the sky towards her right now? No. I have enough time. I have a window to thirst her. I want to get her out of the game One, for more points for myself. Two, to not worry about this potential 6-man anymore. They throw another evac tower down. I know eventually they're going to end up pushing me. But watch what happens. Again, even as a solo queuer, you cannot shy away from fights. You need kills in order to get you the most amount of points per game. So stop running and ratting the whole game thinking that, you know, placement is going to get you to the rank that you need. Yeah, if you play 1,000 games, it might, because it's a much slower pace. But if you get kills on top of the good placement, you'll be able to hit, you know, masters in 100 games easily, which is much more time effective. And so he flies in straight to the Lifeline's banner. He's grabbing her banner, as you can see right there. I kill him. I didn't know, but I think that's another Lifeline here. I can't see because of the, whatchamacallit, because of the railing. But I knock him. That's 2 dead on this team. I think that's another different Lifeline. I can't tell. I shoot her, almost crack her, but now I'm getting shot behind. So that's 4 people in the area, once again, that are not fighting each other, only focusing me. I'm probably getting 6-manned on, so I just run away. I slide down this hill. I elect to run away. One thing that I want to emphasize for ranked in this season, and really every season, is get comfortable with playing in zone. People get so scared of zone because it does damage, and because it's, you know, it's very disruptive in terms of your senses, like your vision and hearing. But 50% of the time as a solo queuer, I'm in zone. One, because you won't find a lot of people here, because a lot of people are scared of being in zone. That's the whole point of a battle royale. The storm is supposed to push you away into zone. So there's a lot of reset potential within the zone. And you'll see how comfortable I am here. I'm able to get this respawn here, knowing that nobody else is going to be gatekeeping us or anywhere relatively near us as well. They just evac'd outwards. I wanted to be sure that they weren't pushing towards me, because again, I think it was a 6-man. And so who knows if they were going to push me. A lot of people play like dodo birds this season. And so I get the beautiful reset. And look, I'm in zone. I'm very comfortable with where I'm at. Nobody's fighting us. We get the perfect reset opportunity. I could have rezzed in storm, but that would have been exactly where the team just flew to. In zone, excuse me. And I could have gotten aped. But the majority of the time you res in zone, especially that deep, you're not going to get aped. So again, be comfortable with playing in storm. It's something that I do very often to keep me alive. And all this time, I'm buying a lot of time for the lobby to continue kill themselves out. So the longer that I stay in here, resetting, the better chances I have of getting better placement. And so you'll see, again, potential 6-man. I pull up here. I have perfect cover. This guy was probably using a strike pack or a Cronus or something. I'm on a mad head glitch. He rips me while I'm ripping him. Shoots me for 75 on the head glitch. He might just have 0.6 aim assist. I don't know. Great aim on his end. But again, I'm in zone. I don't want to rotate exactly where they're at. One, because I think they're a 6-man and I'm nervous about that. But two, I wrap left because I know nobody's going to be up here. They all just flew to my right. So I have a perfect way to get to zone and stop taking zone damage while, you know, maintaining distance, and which will ultimately give me a much better situation for me to be in. So I heal. But notice how my other teammate is so far away. I don't think he dies. He somehow manages to stay alive. But that's one thing that solo queuers need to do better with. And so now I'm speaking to you guys. Stay with your teammates no matter how good or bad they are. I'm way better than any teammate I get paired with 100% of the time, but I still play with my teammates. So who are you to do whatever you want and screw over your teammates' games by not landing with them? I play with them. I revive them. Even if they sell my game, there's strength in numbers. They might not do a lot, but it's a team game at the end of the day. I can only be as strong as my, weakest link on the team. So I'm together. That Mirage needed to stay with us the entire time. He gets split. Whatever. It ends up getting us screwed over because this Valkyrie ends up making a dumb play. Again, these players aren't the smartest when you're solo queuing, but at the end of the day, you got to stick together as a team. Use them as bait, as I typically do. Whatever it is, stay next to your teammates. I initially wanted to rotate left because I knew this team was going to be right here, because I just challenged that Revenant who wasn't too far from this area. Obviously, they're going to rotate the zone. I fly over them. The Valkyrie flies right on top of them. Mirage is safe. He didn't make that bonehead of a play. I just wish he stayed closer to us, but he'll end up coming closer to us. Valkyrie goes down. That's unfortunate. Rule number 1, stay with your teammates. Listen to your IGL. Listen to the most dominant player on the team. He's going to lead you to the promised land. But we got a Mirage so I can craft banners. The beauty about solo queue. I didn't craft the banner. Hey, don't look at that. This actually screws me over. I should have crafted here, but at the end of the day, ends up working out in my favor. And so in this situation right here, I noticed that I don't have his banner. I have to go craft it. I think I'll bring up the map to figure out where I can go to craft the banner to revive him in containment. Only if there's not a team in containment. So let's see if I bring up the map soon. I do. So I see on top of 82, which is that tower, there's a res beacon. But it's in zone. But it's not that far in zone for me to be too afraid to go to it. Utilize the resources that you have available to you in ranked, guys. Especially as a solo queue, or especially if somebody on your team is playing a support legend. I don't have the banner. My teammate goes down because, again, he's nowhere near me. That's always the biggest mistake with randoms. They don't know how to play together as a team. It's really not intentional. They just aren't aware. And so I'm taking zone damage. I have 3 med kits, so I know I'll be okay. And I'm going up to this. Yeah, altar sometimes pisses me off. I'm going up to here to craft. Even though it's in zone and it's round 2, I'm taking damage. I know I have a lot of time. Round 3, I for sure wouldn't be able to make this unless I had a lot of med kits. 3 wouldn't have been enough for something like this. Craft banners, and I slide down, and I go rotate to containment to res. Pop a med kit, I'm perfect. Most people don't understand the fundamentals of maneuvering through zone. Playing zone can be very beneficial to you and your team. If I didn't go to zone, I wouldn't have been able to craft banners at all and get my teammates back into the game. And so now at this point, I'm able to get 2 people back up because the Mirage did grab the Valkyrie's banner instead of just getting 1 up. And this will end up helping us, okay? And so I know that team is somewhere to my left, right? This is something that I need you guys to be more aware of when you're solo queuing. My teammates just died to that team in Death Valley. That place up top, that's where the Valkyrie died. That's where the Mirage ended up dying on low ground. So I know somebody is located to my left. I want to try to beat them to this choke point, which is where zone is safe, to the right over here. So I'm looking, are they there yet? I see them evacing. They might evac straight towards me. I don't exactly know where they're going, but I want to beat them to this point, even though my teammates are just getting revived right now. If I can get this point, I'm safe. We can loot a little bit at the bins there and have a really good position for late game, okay? So now I'm making my way over here, but I'm not forgetting that there still is a team behind us somewhere. They could have rotated through bunker. I don't know where this team ends up coming from, but somebody does come from behind us. So notice the difference in awareness between me and my teammates, right? I go and grab this Devo, but the first thing I do is go straight back to check my flank to make sure that there's nobody pushing from behind us. Look at my teammates. They're all looking forward and they're all in the wide open right now. If I didn't mind my P's and Q's and allowed this full team to push up, they would have had high ground against us with a team in front of us. You'll see later. We would have been pinched with little cover. We probably would have died. But again, I'm very aware when I play the game. So I'm assuming that a team could be pushing here. I just want to check to make sure. Lo and behold, a team does come here and I beat them before they get to high ground. I let my Devo sing. Knock 1, almost crack the other, chow him. Get him killed. 2 down, don't know where their 3rd is, but I'm not hearing him. He dies his own. Awareness is going to pay off, right? A lot of people will see somebody in a certain position and not see them or hear them for a long time, and so they forget about them. That will screw you over. Always cross your T's and dot your I's and when you're playing ranked as a solo queuer especially, because your teammates aren't going to do it, and somebody's got to do it. It's got to be you. And it ends up helping us out. 1, because we get more kills, but 2, we also get loot. My teammates just got res. They need this loot. And we're in a really good position. We didn't have to fight crazy or, you know, take a lot of damage. I wiped them with ease. We get extra loot. Now I'm making my way. I'm trying to figure out in ranked. I'm not in zone. I want to get to this house right here, but there ends up being a team there. But I'm thinking, where can I play? And again, I'll go over a positioning video, both macro and micro. But where can I play that'll give me an advantageous position within zone that also has some cover? A building. Notice everything in front of me is in zone as well, but there's no cover to be there. We'll be caught with our ass out. So I'm trying to get to this building before anybody else gets there. But I'm also very wary at the fact that there could be a team there. So I already got my guard up. Look at them ratting up there. It's not like I'm just full sending to that point because I don't see anybody. I always have in the back of my mind, Because I don't see anybody, I cannot confirm if there's a team there or not, so I'm assuming that there's a team there. That's how you play safe when you're solo queuing ranked. It's the little things that make you a great player, and that's why I'm the greatest of all time. Even ask Imperial how. Okay, so now, where else do I rotate? I can't play anywhere in front of me because where we're at right now is not in zone, and if we're to stay right here, we have that team with beautiful cover, and we're in the wide open. So I need to push to the left right here. And so I end up spam pinging, taking a little damage, but I'm not worried about that team behind me. I'm just trying to establish ourselves here because it's the only cover that we have that's in zone. A team pushes me. I'm spamming team, hoping my teammates push up. I look in the map, they're pushing. I take a lot of damage here. I will go over positioning in a second. I'm cracked. This Bangalore ends up challenging me. Instead of staying there while she's approaching me, I fall back. Even though there is a team to my right, I'm hoping that they don't look at me. I allow my teammates to push that angle for me and distract that Bangalore for me. They crack her. I'm in a safe position to rotate, to heal now. We have smoke cover to push through. We have this Octane jumping at us like a maniac, and so we're able to kill him. He's just a random solo. I think that was probably part of the 6-man team. I don't know, because he just jumps over the Bangalore's head and comes immediately for us. I don't know. It's annoying to have to deal with that on console. Trust me, guys. So I'm getting shot from my right. I'm in a safe position right now. I'm spam pinging this to let my teammates know you need to watch this angle for me because there's a guy on my height. I'm popping a Phoenix. You'll see things get very chaotic right now. I know there's a guy to my right and a guy above me. My Valkyrie is very one, but he doesn't go down here. I get pushed from behind with no audio. There's nothing crazy about this. I have to fight this guy right now. I don't have a movement character where I could bracelet into a bunker right there, or a grapple or whatever, or rev Q. I have to fight this right now because there's a guy above me. I have the smallest window to be able to get this guy knocked, even when he has a jump on me already. So I'm able to get him knocked. I get shot around the corner right here, unfortunately, as you can see. Actually, I don't think I got shot around the corner. Somebody was shooting at me from underneath, but this guy ended up killing me. So this is a weird position for me to be in. Look at this beautiful Mirage res. Their Loba tried to revive their teammate. They're able to get that Loba very weak. So we have one knock. The Loba's very weak. She's out of the fight. I have another guy pushing me from over here. Mirage is such a good legend. Look at this beautiful revive here. This saves us the game. If you're going to be a Mirage main, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and reviving in crappy situations. You're invisible. In a situation like this, the enemy team cannot sit there, as chaotic as it is, and try to figure out exactly where he is because he's invisible. So they just give it up. I'm able to get back up into the game. He's got that beautiful passive for me. I get healed up. I pop this Phoenix. I'm back in the fight. I shoot nukes now. Zone's in our back, so I want to challenge this guy, get him knocked, and push the front side of that hill right there to give me cover. I don't want to be in the wide open anymore. Beautiful knock by me. This guy's right in front of me. I didn't see him or hear him. He's weak. He pops a bat. We were able to get that kill. Good loot. What a beautiful, outstanding play by that Mirage there. He literally wins us the game here. Okay, and so now as a solo queuer in ranked, things you have to notice in a situation like this. We're not in zone. How can I get to zone? In a safe spot in zone, where nobody else is at. I also, in a situation like this, want to locate the last two enemy teams. And so I already know with that lifeline package right there, it was quick. Awareness pays the bills. The lifeline package right there shows me that there's a team on the backside of this hill. Or excuse me, not a lifeline care package, but a mobile respawn beacon. They revive. Somebody's over there. We have information from 5 minutes ago that a team is by those buildings. They were shooting at us. We also get confirmation that they're still there because they threw a lifeline care package down there. So now I've located successfully exactly where everybody's at. So I want to take space here behind this cover, which is also safe in zone. That's part of the macro in this game. The macro is the big grand scheme of things. Micro is your positioning and movement within a fight, a close range fight. And so I know that team just res behind them. I am not doing anything else other than just kind of getting cheeky and seeing if I can get an opening to get some damage here. But I'm also, again, you can't forget that the team is still to the left. Awareness is important. So I'm not overextending too much, and I'm definitely not forcing this fight. I just want to see if I can get some damage and potentially knock so that we can wrap this fight very quick. But at the same time, I hear evac tower go down from that team that was on the backside of this hill that just revived, right? And so now I'm falling back and I'm taking space. I do not want this team to get behind me and wrap to our left at all, because at that point we'll be pinched with no cover. So you'll hear me come to them, watch your left. But none of them are watching their left. They're still both on me. And that's the struggle with solo queuing. Sometimes your teammates don't know what to do, and even if you tell them what to do, they won't listen. They process things too slowly. So that lifeline is very weak, but I realize none of my teammates are watching left, so I have to go watch left. Why do I have to go watch left? I just explained. I don't want that team pushing to where we just were at and leaving all three of us in the wide open position in between the team at the house and now the team at behind us. So now I'm beating them to this position. And at the same time, I see them here. I beat them. You see the guys to the right up there and the two in front of me. And I'm calming to my teammates. As a solo queuer, you have to, even if they don't listen, you have to spam pings and let them know, this is what I need you to do right now. It's important for us to take this fight because now they're forcing this fight and we have no other choice to force them and kill them and get them out of the game and focus on the last team up there. But I also have to keep in mind that at any point, we could get third party. We cannot get knocked right now. If we get knocked, we probably lose the game. So I get a beautiful knock on the Maggie right there, and I get an even better knock on the lifeline right here, and I do damage. And there's both of them. There's still one alive. You saw that guy up there in the corner, the Pathfinder in the corner up there, and I see him right here by this. You see him right there. I just pinged him. And so now I've located the solo, and I've focused on the 3 stack to my right. Typically in a situation like this, especially as a solo queuer, this Pathfinder is by himself. He's alone. He's not really going to screw with us at all. You can see he's ratting and hiding. So most of the time, I'll go focus the full 3 stack and fight them because the solo Pathfinder will allow it, and then worry about him at the end because it's only one guy, right? But I didn't feel like doing that right now. He really is in the worst cover possible right now. I have the opportunity to kill him, so I'm going to take that opportunity and capitalize on it. So I kill him, I pop a bat, and now look at how my attention, after I kill that Pathfinder to the left, my attention is already to the right. Because I've already located where that last team is, my attention needs to go there to make sure, one, I'm aware of what they're doing, seeing if they're pushing me, if they're getting angles or whatever, while I'm healing. I'm not just sitting there, you know, hiding and healing. I'm looking. I go loot this for some extra heals, I guess. That's typically what I always do. And now I'm getting aggressive on this team. I'm taking space as a solo queuer. I can sit there and play where my teammates are at because that team has to slide all the way down. But this team is not holding proper angles on us. And they're not taking any space. So the more space that I take, the less space that they'll have. And you'll see how I'm able to force them in confinement behind this wall right here. And we start wrapping angles. We start taking lines of sights. And we start pushing pressure. We become the aggressors in this situation. And we're not on the defense. Sometimes in a battle royale, being on the defense is not the greatest position for you to be in. And so I'm telling my teammates, I'm communicating on me. You need to start pushing up. I'll start spam pinging. I'm telling them to walk up. I'm telling them what to do. Because look at all 3 of them are right here. They're hanging out with their ass out right now. We could have played the long game and probably would have won. But because of how poorly this team played, we have to capitalize on their mistakes. Instead of making it a fair 3v3 in the open later. So I throw my alt Q as bait. It ends up actually helping the team. Because it saves the rampart. I have no shield here. So I'm really not overextending too much. I get cracked right here pretty hard, so I slide down, pop a bat. My Mirage is weak. One thing you always have to focus on as a solo queuer is how much health your teammates have and their position at all times. My teammate gets a knock here. That's a beautiful knock. I re-engage. My Mirage pops a bat. He re-engages as well. The lifeline is getting a self-res, I believe. And we swing that perfectly and we win the game. We win the game. What a beautiful game. Like I said, the highlight of the game is that Mirage reviving us by bunker right there. But pay attention to my positioning, both macro and micro. Pay attention to my aggression. Pay attention to my passiveness when needed. Pay attention to the patience. All things considered, yes, solo queuing is difficult. But a good player is going to figure out how to overcome those obstacles. Whereas a bad player who just makes excuses, blames their teammates, is going to stay exactly where they're at, which is probably gold or silver. You know, this is how you rank up. Just to quickly note some specifics of this season in particular, we have a kill cap of 6 kills. Anything after that, you get half the points for a kill. So you get 1 point, or there's a multiplier or something like that for kills. And after 6 kills, that multiplier is reduced by half. So at the very least, you need to be shooting for 6 kills. But if you really want a lot of points in the game consistently, you'll strive for more than that, right? You want to hopefully shoot for top 5 placement with at least 6 kills on average every game, which is not entirely in your control, but that's what I want you guys to shoot up for, because if you can do that, you'll be taking plus 100s very consistently no matter what rank you're at. And again, I did this as a solo queue, I'll do this all throughout Diamond, I'll solo queue all throughout Pred like this and Masters or whatever. Just because it's gold and the lobbies are weaker doesn't mean that this same concept doesn't apply to higher lobbies as well. You'll just have to be even more strategic at that point, because the competition, more often than not, is difficult. And you'll see the outcome of the game right there. 14 kills, almost a 4K. Teammates didn't do anything. Guess what? I still get to say my teammates absolutely did nothing. But because we stayed together, they were able to add their own benefit. They listened to my comms and they pushed when they needed to. I'm able to use them as body shields, as, you know, meat shields to distract the enemy team while I take new angles and I put damage out. He did 400 damage. My other teammate did 1100 damage. Combined, they did 1500 damage. You see how many kills I got, how much damage I had compared to them. I still did everything. I still hard carried. But we were cohesive in the sense that we all played together, we listened to each other's comms, and we helped each other as needed. I gave 4 revives, my Mirage gave 3 revives. We had, what was that? That was 4 respawns, excuse me. And my other teammate gave 1 revive. This is a good game. As a solo queuer, you don't need your teammates to be, to be the best. You have to focus on what you can focus on and can control what you can control, which is your positioning, your angles, your aggressiveness, your ability to escape and to extend life. Just let your teammates do what they can, which isn't a lot, and most of the time it's just playing next to you, and that's all you really need to gain a lot of points for solo queuing this season. As you get higher through the ranks, you're going to take a lot more entry costs, so you don't want to be too aggressive, because especially in Diamond, minus 80s, bro, you can get 3 kills top 5 and you go plus 20, right? So you really have to shoot for those top 3 placements. You still have to get kills though. You cannot gain a lot of points this season without getting kills. Placement is not going to cut it for you. I think this is a very balanced system. The unfortunate downside of this season and this system is the fact that there are a lot of cheaters and a lot of 6-manners. If we could figure out some way to get rid of that, we have a really, really solid system in place. And so I hope you guys learned something from this solo queue rank guide. Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if anybody's wondering, this is Scrappy Certified. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.